Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where I hope to not run into the same glitch that I ran into last week, because I have plans, and none of them involve not being able to save ever again. We'll see what happens tonight with all that. But where my last save was before the glitch hit was right here, just after we had fought these hook horrors and won. I had snuck around a little.
Before me.
And had a look around, and then I couldn't save, and that became a problem. I will take that hook, thank you. We're going to double check. Save successful. Okay, good sign, good sign. So we are being sneaky deaky because I do not have very many spell slots left in this party. We really should be taking a break soon for the night, but I found myself down this oubliette, and I really want to know what's up here. There's a lot more in this oubliette than one would expect there to be. And, not very many people can say that they have hook horrors at the bottom of their oubliette. And honestly, the oubliette being as large inside as it is a bit,
What's that?
Okay. Found the thing. I'm going to be saving even more often than before now. Back to hiding. What's in the box? Okay, so we have gold, silver ingot, keyrin hair, a wyvern stinger, and a frosted ear. Well, the gold and the silver, actually, they go to camp, and the rest comes into my inventory. And I remember, I am very low on my personal carrying gold right now. That is an empty pile of viscera.
Right on my feet.
This is a hook horror nest, which appears to be full of skulls. Oh, we have an overlook to stuff that's going on down here. Not that that really tells me much. But this corridor here leads down to that area that I was just looking at, so... Just gently take ourselves down here.
What the hells is this place?
Yeah, that's an excellent question,
Mouth
because...
of blood, old and new. This place has seen death.
Yeah, well, having hook horrors in it would definitely... But also, yeah, the ground is kinda... This is a lot of red down here.
Look, there's something on the other side. No way through from here, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is. Not many people have hook horrors in their oubliettes. Gelatinous cubes are the usual choice. Yeah, haven't run into one of those yet. But yeah, over here is a chasm, and then there's someone on the other side of the chasm. I seem to remember last week that they... Oh, yeah, their pretty faces go chop Faces? No faces, only meat. Never think, only stop. Only chop, chop, chop. Brain jar, stuffed bear? I saw a stuffed bear for a moment there. I'm sure I saw an intellect devourer light up there for a moment. Yeah, this is chop. Oh, yeah, there is a second being down there. Yeah, there's a stuffed bear. There's an intellect devourer.
Still loves meat. It sings chop, chop.
Maybe that's what happened to Chop. Maybe that's why Chop is like Chop is. If so, that intellect devourer must be starving to death now. But yeah.
An illithid oubliette. Right beneath the towers. A colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the illithid are down. Here we have The Easy Life. This book is redolent with the enticing smell of paper and ink. A skull and some more gold. Well, we're going to send the skull to camp, and I will take the book and the gold. Was there anything else to loot around this area? Not that I can see. There's some more viscera over there, but I will look at that later. Let's see this book. What to wear, what to say to your spouse, who to befriend, why are you working at your job, why do you care about taxes, what to cook, read, pay for, sell, you know, bullshit? Why, there's no end to the bullshit? I have a secret for you. There is, brothers and sisters. There most certainly is. I used to be neck deep in bullshit. A shit buffet, an excrement parade, a crap storm of meaninglessness. All those, you know, those fucking decisions we have to make that aren't really there. They're basically devoid of purpose. In a shared community of thought and goal, like, say, a cult, dirty, dirty word, I don't like it, but I had that decided for me, brothers and sisters. Every day is new and exciting with none of the choices mildewing in your noggin. People say cults are about conformity. I say they break it. I say they snap conformity's rotten, scrawny neck. It's a recruitment book. Okay, so we have a cult recruitment book. For reasons. There was another pile of viscera, but now
There's
I can't...
a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Uh-huh. Now Zealot Christ... Whatever they're doing down here. I could have sworn that there was another... Wasn't there another pile? I said I'd get to it. Wait, there it is. Empty. All that time finding it. And another one. Oh, this one's got a lot. Let's see. Harp-shaped pin. A small but detailed pin depicting a harp offset against a crescent moon. Oh! This pile of viscera was a harper. spicy pork sausage, salami, dried rope sausage, dried pork sausage, a cheese wheel with a slice cut out, and a bloodstone. Okay, we will send all of those to camp, and I will take the pin and the gold. I have a feeling that pin's going to be very useful, so I'm going to save properly rather than just quick saving to make sure that that's mine. Yeah, setting aside what this corpse is carrying, I can't remember if...
There is work to do.
Hi, Shadowheart. Would you cast Speak with Dead on that corpse?
The corpse remains silent.
Dead too long.
Unseen as I was taught.
Okay.
Taking my time in the shadows.
So we have plate armor, a halberd, a short bow, and a parasite. Well, I will take these 3 things and send them to camp. And then I will take the parasite and add it to my stockpile. And then we have the membrane,
Don't waste a step.
which I'm going to hit with a flame strike.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
And here we have a corpse that Shadowheart can actually talk to. And this was the point that I couldn't save. So let's... Yeah, error code 804. I'm gonna try keeping going a little bit because this is exactly the same spot, but I am going to make a note. It might just be the location, so we'll see.
Secrecy above all. Might find something useful.
It's possible that this is just a spot I can't save. Empty. I actually wanted to talk to it, but I did the wrong thing. Okay. Hey, corpse.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you? What happened to you? Who killed you? What is this place? Or leave? Oh, Shadowheart, you are looking rough. Who are you?
Vermit, true soul.
What is this place?
The absolute chamber. Paradise.
Huh. What happened to you? Who killed you? What happened? Ooh, what happens here?
We meet her. We ascend.
You didn't descend, you just died.
The corpse remains silent. That was more of a comment than a question, really.
Well, apparently that's as far as I can go.
I must keep going. Unseen. Perfect.
Don't mind me.
I'm concerned, but also there doesn't seem to be anywhere.
These boots have seen everything.
There doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go unless I find a way over to where Chop is. But also, I'm hoping that if I go back over here... Chasm, chasm, chasm.
Always chop, chop, chop.
There just doesn't seem to be a way to go over there.
Pretty faces gone, chop.
So there must be another way down somewhere else
Only
that will lead to that side. I also have a concern that these are moving.
chop.
But also, now that I'm over here, can I... No. No, I cannot. I have concerns. Like, I'm going to try just leaving the oubliette because that has a load associated with it. So possibly if I do that load, I'm going about this the long way. But yeah, possibly if I go back up, since there isn't anything else to do down here, that might fix things so that I can save again. Sneakily climb back up, everybody.
I swear there's congealed blood between my toes.
Ugh. That's kind of gross. Okay, can I save? I can. Okay. The minor reload that was caused by going up fixed whatever the problem was. Okay, let's see here. We are... I don't think we need to sneak around here anymore. I think everyone that could everyone or everything that could possibly detect us around here has departed this universe.
Have to keep going.
So we're gonna walk because it's faster. Not 100% certain where I'm going, so...
Seems like the best way.
Up. And I already looted everything. Whoops, I missed a sack. Road, dust gray clothes. Okay, off to camp with those. Does this count as like a way out, or is it just... No, that is definitely not a way I can go. Okay, back into the prison. Oh, so much horror went down here, and I was most of it. But yeah, I believe... Yeah, the dude who was standing here got himself involved, but Zealot Zira here is an enemy now? Hold up. Back to Sneaky Deaky. Well, it's not possible to talk to Zira anymore. That is fascinating. But... yeah, Zira is definitely the direction that we wish to go, so... Zira's gotta go. Alright, let's try to get this done precipitously.
Keep your blade close. Stay low.
Asterion, we're going to take you over here. Okay, so you know what, we're gonna pop you right here for the moment.
Staying out of sight.
Hazel.
Light steps.
Sneaky, sneaky.
The mission has to come first.
Shadowheart, also sneaky, sneaky. And I'm gonna stay back here. Or maybe, actually no. I'm gonna
Never wanted the easy path.
I'm gonna lurk around over here is what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, Asterion. I believe in your skills, spelled with a Z. Perfect. And hide. Scooch around here. And we'll all take turns hitting her.
My patience wanes. The end comes.
Oh look, Lizelle, you have another shot.
It does it.
Second shot missed.
What's next, I wonder?
What's next is that we figure out what has a better chance. Firebolt with a 51. Or Sacred Flame with a 50. Oh, by 1%. dice.
What now?
And then I get involved. And we play the what has a better chance? Firebolt at a 75. Or my bow at a 60. Oh, well, that answers that question.
I'll strike you down.
Beautiful. And I'm
Another
going
step
over
forward.
here.
Hungry for the slaughter.
You're
Victory
done, you're
awaits.
done. You're gonna get grievously hurt. It's gonna be great.
Focus.
Astarion, you come out here. Take another pot shot. Beautiful. Back here.
Leave no trace.
Hide.
Time to strike.
We're just gonna have a repeat of the last round. Miss. Ooh, a palpable hit.
Shall we cut and run?
You're done. $30? 50, okay. Oh, she's saved. That's sad.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Step over here. Apparently step over here. 45 with just the bow. 35 with the... Okay, bow it is. Come on, me. And that takes care of that. I'll hook everybody back together again.
To be cautious. Breathe deep and move.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Tin cup, ink pot, a barrel. You know, we could have some fun with this corpse. Not that kind of fun. Void bulb, moonrise guard key, plate armor, halberd, short bow. Okay, those go to camp. I will take the rest. And now, Shadowheart.
Cloak and dagger. My
Hi.
favorite.
You are going to disguise yourself. Ooh, femme dwarf. We haven't done that. You shall be a dwarf. Because, frankly, corpses are a little dumb. Corpses aren't very smart.
The corpse does not respond.
Oh. Interesting. Is it because I did this, like, transformed right in front of her?
Does this count as adventuring?
There is work to do.
Should have worn better boots.
Okay. Rotten cheese, rotten tomato. What else we got here? Empty.
Open up.
Rotten eggs. Empty. empty. A brimmed hat. Okay, send that to camp.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Nothing too much of interest on this table. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, some perfectly good potatoes to send to camp. Okay, I'm going to save. And we're going to try these heavy oak doors and hope that it doesn't come back to bite us. I heard a roll. What was that roll? I'm guessing it was a stealth roll. These guys have no idea what was going on. Where exactly am I now? Huh. Some sort of side door. Tomelia? Okay. Well, we don't have to be sneaky because these guys don't know anything was wrong. So that's nice.
Very well.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place ever gets a clear day.
Well, I think we have a volunteer for who to talk to first. Hello, Marls.
Very well.
I'm afraid you missed the ship, Trousseau, but there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo.
Doesn't even comment about the fact that I am absolutely covered in blood. Where are the ships heading? What cargo? Leave. Where are the ships heading?
Baldur's Gate. The army marches overland, but we sent some friends ahead to smooth the way.
Concern? Why does the Absolute want to make war with the city? What cargo are they bringing? Or leave? What cargo are they bringing?
Nothing of note. Just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Intimidation. Your job is to guard. Leave the details to me, yes. Persuasion. The cargo's important. Another look can't do any harm. Or illithid wisdom. Then you won't mind stepping aside and letting me look. Ooh. Now, my wisdom, she's not good these days. So that would be a flat roll. Persuasion, on the other hand, I have a 13. Intimidation, I only have a 5. So I think I'm going to be going with Persuasion, because it's my best roll. And it means I don't have to use my authority for something so small. Another look can't do any harm. Hey, Shadowheart. A little guidance, please. Should I Voice of the Circle this? I'm gonna go with no. Not with what I have going on here. So. Oh yeah, we've definitely done it. The lowest I could have rolled was a... Okay.
Right you are, I suppose. Check away.
Cool, 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 cool. Thank you. So I can't take anything, but now I can just look in all of them without him getting all pissy, I think. Oh, wait. Longsword and a couple of daggers. I feel like I should take everything just to deny the invasion force that, but I think I'm gonna look at what there is first. Oil of combustion, potion of animal speaking, potion of healing. Yoink. Zintrim shipping crate. A fire wine barrel. Another fire wine. A wooden trunk. Okay, so the friends they're sending on ahead are the Zentrim. That is good to know. Just in case this gets me in trouble.
A wave of sick familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles, sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
Oh, that's
An
concerning.
army's worth of slithering parasites. Sickness waiting to spread.
Agreed. Intelligence. Reach out tadpole to tadpole. Examine the seal. It looks familiar to you. Leave. Well, hopefully I will get a chance at this intelligence, but I'm going to examine the seal, I think.
The winged serpent of the Zentrim. These must be the goods that Roa agreed to move into the city.
Great! Great, great. Reach out, tadpole to tadpole. Shadowheart, a hand please. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna have to roll really good for this. Guys? Hello? Oh. I am willing to take a failure, but I am not willing to take a critical failure. I'm going to use inspiration to roll that again. Oh, that's not what I expected. All I wanted was a non-critical failure. This is entirely better.
A pattern of blank minds, newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. The sleep of centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above, forming only background noise to the dream, until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
Ooh. Okay, that answers a couple of questions.
They don't know what they are. Not yet. Unless we taught them to be something else.
Oh, that is an intriguing idea, Asterion. That is a very intriguing idea. Jord, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you. Teach them to be something else, though.
The vat is still, placid. Thousands of tadpoles happily awaiting their hosts.
I can't do anything with it though. Alright. I love Asterian's idea, but the problem is that I don't know how to implement it. But to teach them to be something else, that is a fascinating idea. If I talk to him, will he expand on it further?
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Oh. This is the friendliest he's ever been to me. Tell me about your history. How does someone become a vampire exactly? What do you make of Raphael's deal? I need to stay at camp for a while or leave. None of these are what I was interested in. That is unfortunate. Well, I don't want to just, like, talk to him and leave, so, tell me about your history.
Why do you insist on exhuming the past?
Oops.
I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Understandable. How does someone become a vampire exactly? What do you make of Raphael's deal? I never asked. Are you Cazador's only spawn, or are there others like you? Or I need you to stay in camp, or just go. Actually, it's a pot. Can you make it a boiling pot? The tadpole can. Not without getting into a battle that I can't fight right now, unfortunately. I've been through a lot today, as you may be able to tell from everyone's appearances at this time. So, are you his only spawn, or are there others like you?
Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest.
Great.
Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Oh. He thought about somebody who wasn't himself. I'm impressed. Okay, well, that was an interesting conversation. Not what I intended, but yeah, I was communing with the tadpoles, and Asterian was like, maybe we should teach them to be something else than what they are. And that is a very intriguing idea, but I don't know what to... I don't have a mind-altering spell, and neither does anybody else in my party. I don't like those spells. They give me the bad feelings. I'm not going to take the sun melon. I know better than to try to go through all these other crates and stuff with all these people around. I really can't afford to have a battle right now. Our resources are not looking great. I do wonder though, like, now that I've inspected the goods, what happens if I talk to this guy again?
Not long before we march on the city.
Where are the ships heading? I checked the cargo. It's a little unusual. I know where the ships are going. They're going to Baldur's Gate, so I checked the cargo. It It's a little unusual.
Don't see how, Trousseau. It's just supplies going ahead of the troops.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Illithid wisdom. Think hard. What's really in the boxes? Just joking around. Somehow the shape of it made me think of a pot of boiling soup with the lid on, but don't mind me. This is more interesting. Is that gloomy vampire getting character development moment? He might have. Like, he actually considered the feelings of someone other than himself. And also who wasn't me. I do believe he's experiencing character growth. Okay, let's try the wisdom roll. This is going to be tricky. Or maybe not that tricky. I'm still going to have Shadowheart help me. I think hard. Think very... Oh my goodness. Oh, for crying out loud. I rolled a 3 to pass the 2. I feel like maybe I should screenshot this moment. I'm going to screenshot this moment. Yeah, there we go. Save for posterity evermore. The time I rolled a 3 to pass a 2.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
As you bear down on his mind, you feel a pulse in response. 1,000 pulses, echoing from the nearby crates. Tadpoles. His mind had rejected the knowledge, forced it behind a mental wall. A wall you just took a hammer to.
Worms. Worms in their heads. Worms all over.
Oh, I think I broke him. Oh no. You'd best wash them off? Or wisdom. Guard duty's boring. You're letting your imagination run away with you. Oh, Do I even want to? I'm not sure if I want to. I mean, I don't like mind alteration magic. It bothers me immensely, but this wasn't actually mind alteration magic. This was forcing a realization on him, I think. It wasn't even really magic exactly. It's I don't know how to feel about what I've just done. This is a tough one. Like, he is a cultist, but he doesn't seem like a terrible person, but you know what? Duct tape him back together. You can't let the poor guy blabbing away. That's true. But I'm still... Oh, it's such a hard choice. Okay, we'll try the wisdom roll, but if it fails, I will not try again. Well, I usually don't try again on the fails anyway, so we'll try and duct tape him back together. An attempt will be made. And it will succeed. Okay. Okay, the dice say that he gets to keep his head.
And as quickly as you tore down his defenses, you shore them back up. His mind is blank and blissfully ignorant once more.
Oh, Trousseau. You just missed the ship, but there'll be another one along soon.
I don't know that I feel right about that. But okay. Let's talk to some other people. Hello, Zealot Arden.
Stand clear of the cargo.
It's fine.
Respectfully, true soul.
It's fine. Why not? Ignorance is bliss. Well, as I've just been saying, I feel a bit icky about mind alteration magic, and that's kind of what I did there twice, and I don't feel good about that. I'm not hearing much respect or what's so important about these boxes. But yeah, it's using the illithid power to see what people are thinking for a moment is okay. I'm not actually changing those thoughts. That guy's mind, I stuck my fingers in and I wiggled them around, and I don't like that. I don't like doing that. What's so important about these boxes?
They're not to be opened until they reach the city. The Absolute smiles on them that follow orders. And I don't plan on being a guard for long, true soul.
Ah, itching for promotion, this one. You definitely have the attitude of a true soul, at least.
Thank you.
See, that doesn't feel bad. That's wordplay. Wordplay is fine. I love wordplay. Anything interesting out here besides more boxes that I can't look at? Oh, nice crane. Okay, so the Absolute is planning on invading Baldur's Gate. Oh man, there's so many of these things that I would love to pry into and have a look at. Hi, Adept Bell. Hey, I would like to talk to you. Are you kidding me?
Look busy or they'll set you lifting too. Whatever's inside's heavy.
I like him. I like him already. This is a person to my own heart. Lots more boxes and crates and stoof. Well, as long as none of them try to go inside, it's all good, right? More Zentarum crate. Well, that's a way to go. The main problem being that if I leave the environ of the tower, I'm prey for the shadows. So I'm going to mark this alt way out, because I can just leap over this gap and then that's other zones. But Zealot Renan, who has an interesting patrol path, let me tell you.
Feel free to haul a few boxes. We need all the hands we can get.
I liked the other one better. Okay, so There's at least one boat of tadpoles already on its way to Baldur's Gate. That's extremely concerning. But yeah, unless I want to get into a fight with this all about looking in all the other boxes, I'm pretty much done here. So, a little quick save. Back to the site of horror that we created. Okay, so the Duke is not here. I had hoped he would be, but he definitely is not, which means he's probably upstairs. The main question at this point becomes whether or not the other cultists upstairs are now also angry at me for what's been going on here in the prison. It is my hope that they are not. We're going to find out. They aren't angry. I'm still not going into that room with Ketherick, though. Yeah, everything that's going in here, I don't want to get involved with. And even with Shadowheart disguised as a dwarf, I don't want to get her anywhere near him.
Here we go.
Nothing to see in there. Nobody go downstairs. Everything's fine. What act am I in? I missed quite a big chunk of playthrough. Oh, I see. I am in Act 2 now. I have made it to Moonrise Towers, which, surprise, surprise, are full of cultists. I've been avoiding the plot. Mostly avoiding the plot. Okay, you know what? Everybody... Oh, I see.
On my way. Another step forward.
Now, there is a way to go up from here, but I have to remember where it is. I think it's over this way. So, if I go this way... and jump over here...
Your family will answer.
Yeah, this was the way up. Okay, jump over here. And then we end up in this room where we were attacked by a mimic. And I had lots of fun exploring around here, but... well, you know, stuff and things. But now I have a key that supposedly opens every door. Why did a damage number just drift up there? Now this door I could not see through, so I didn't do anything about it. This one, I could see that there was both a guard and an eye, so I didn't want to pick the lock. But we also have issue here where even if I open the door, so I think what I'm gonna do Hopefully this will not be... Hopefully this will not be opening the door to a fight in a literal sense, because I haven't got a lot of resource left and a short rest is not going to give it to me. Although I do still have one. Let's take the short rest because that'll get people some hit points.
Off we go then.
Nice. Still don't have my spell slots back, but at least we have some things. Okay. And open the door. Hello? Why was the door taking damage? Like, why were there damage numbers drifting from that door? Is there anyone in here? No, there does not appear to be anyone in here, but oh boy, is there a lot of... Apostle Diary? Silitro's Ethics of War? Unsent Letter? Invasion Plans? More invasion plans. Yet more invasion plans. A potion. A missive from Gortash. We're not going to pay attention to the lever for the moment. Okay, most of the rest of the things that are lighting up right now are not readables, so I'm going to take a moment and read all this stuff. Possibly starting with this stuff.
Seems simple enough.
Why? This ancient map depicts the area surrounding Moonrise Towers in detail, depicting a profusion of local fauna, deer, rabbits, black bears, and flora, with special emphasis placed on areas for prolific foraging. Okay. Let's see here. Apostle Diary. Most of the text has been scoured away by time, but what remains appears to be some form of ritual incantation. Your white ribs the pillars, your bleached skull the dome. Take on Apostle's final form, cathedral wrought of blessed bone. Ha. Failed a religion check. My wisdom. Oh, my poor wisdom. Siletro's Ethic of War. The Ethic of War by Christina Siletro. My colleague Amaps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies then, once they have fallen to our might? And are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. For what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war, and count the lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its specter. Charming! Charming. She seems really charming. Unsent letter, a plain, unadorned note. Balthazar, I thank you for returning what was mine, and have no doubt all will be well once the war is won. After that, I believe our business will be concluded. A different life, a better life, awaits. General Ketherick Thorm. Balthazar. Okay, I'm just going to make a note of that. Correspondence between Balthazar, spell it correctly, Balthazar, and Ketheric Thorm. So how did he go from underground base to General of the Absolute? That is the main question that I have about Ketheric Thorm here. He had like this temple that he was working on and maintaining and stuff in the Underdark. So how did he go from that, and frankly being attacked by infernal creatures of some sort, to General of the Absolute? Like, where were the steps here? I feel like I've missed something very important somewhere. Invasion plans for Elturgard. A map of Elturgard centering on the city of Elturel and showing the nearby towns of Triel, Scornibel, and Burdusk. A series of concentric lines surround the city, with all avenues of escape blocked off. Plans for a siege. Now, I know that Thorm was busy, like, attacking the monastery. But I'm still missing several steps here. Invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. A map of Baldur's Gate depicting Upper City, Lower City, and Outer City as far as Worm's Crossing, as well as Grey Harbor and the near course of the Chionothar. Arrows show the intended progress of the armies of the Absolute, with weak points in the city defenses marked with X. That's handy. I will hold on to that. Invasion plans for Sword Coast. A map of the Sword Coast from the Sea of Moving Ice down to just north of Amn, including several of the nearer archipelagos in the Sea of Swords. A large red arrow stretches out from the east, then branches into numerous small arrows, fanning out across the land to signify the Absolute's planned conquest. Great. Potion. Examine? Don't know what it is. Not gonna drink it until I do know. And a missive from Gortash. General, given what we know from my research about the Gith artifact, I can't emphasize enough how critical it is that it be recovered. The power that artifact contains can boost our own efforts to unforeseen levels, but if it falls into the hands of enemies of wit and persistence, it could bring down all of our plans and schemes. The body of our hand-picked captain for the artifact raid wasn't found in the wreckage of the Nautiloid, and I'm not at all easy in my mind about that fact. Find the artifact. Employ rigorous means. Do not fail. Lord Gortash. Oh. You know, that brings up more questions than it answers. Okay.
What's inside?
We're going to look into everything now. Bones, send them to camp. Why they're there, I refuse to think about. Stack of books. Empty. Row of books. Oh, you know what? The damage numbers are coming from downstairs. 2 quills and attracting drow exiles. Huh. Okay, send the quills to camp. Take the book. Bed linen. Cabinet. There's so many things. Books. Empty. Books. Empty. Books. Empty. Empty. Can't actually look at those shelves. Scroll of Cloud Kill, sure. Don't know that I'm going to use that. That can be as bad for my people as it is for my enemies. Let's see here. Cabinet. empty. Although it does have a silver glass on top of it, which I will take and send to camp. Opulent chest. Do you suppose the guard key would work on this? Worth giving it a try. Nope. Oh, Asterion.
Keep blade close.
Hi. Open this.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
You are my skeleton key. But here, you can have guidance. Here goes. That'll do nicely. Mysterious potion, are you not curious? You don't necessarily have to drink it yourself to find out what it does. No, I am not feeding it to the dog. Absolutely not. Dog is friend, not potion tester.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay, so what's in the mysteriously locked box? A letter to Ketherick and a cloak of elemental absorption. Absorb elements. Absorb element damage once per short rest. Take half damage from the next elemental attack targeting you and deal an additional 1d6 of that element type on your next attack. A favorite among fleet-footed Gish, this cloak allows the wearer to wield a foe's elemental mastery against them. Oh. Yoink. I will figure out who gets the cape soon. It's probably me. Right after we read this letter. My darling husband, I know my time is drawing near. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave our little girl. But I'm not writing to lament our lot. It is ours and no others. Little girl? Though the city of judgment is dark, I know Our Lady's light will find me even there. I will see her shining spires and walk the silver gardens we both dreamt of. I go to my reward, and leave quite a task to you yet, my heart. Seluna's light shines bright in our little one, but she will need a guide to keep on her path. I have no doubt that she will keep you on yours. It is the same path, Our Lady's path, and one day I know it will bring you both back to me. Only not too soon, I hope. I won't say goodbye. There is no loss, only temporary separation. How I love you forever, Melodia. Okay, here's the thing. Isn't Ketherick a Shar worshipper? Did he turn to Shar after his wife died? Did he blame Selûne for not saving her? And if so, what happened to the little girl? Ooh.
A letter from Ketherick's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
Is nobody going to respond to that? Bah. I am with my most unfeeling part of my party. Okay, I'm putting on this cloak. I want it. It's mine. I have a cape now. Oh. Yoink.
That's curious.
Let's take this and send it back to camp. Loose floorboards? Loose floorboards! Whoa! Elder Brain Domination. This book is redolent with the enticing smell of paper and ink. Oh wait, didn't I pick up another book? Drow something or other? Yeah, Attracting Drow Exiles. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by General Ketherick. Sweeping up individual drow renegades is not giving us the cadre of Loth-trained veterans I want for our staff and officer corps. We must be more ambitious. Agent Zilver, True Soul 113, will be commanded to infiltrate Menzoberran itself, ideally House Bantra, ostensibly to proselytize on the behalf of the Divine Absolute. I think Zilver will be convincing in this role. This intrusion will excite outrage among the Benray matrons, who can be counted upon to send a warband to exterminate whoever was so rash as to promote anti-Loth apostasy in their home. Zilver will have left a clear trail back here to Moonrise Towers, where the warband will find not a circle of ragtag heretics, but an army in the making. I will parley with the drow leader, but as we negotiate, her warband will be ambushed, and every drow warrior we capture will be tadpoled. This accomplished, the warband leader will meet the same fate, and thus we shall acquire our cadre of hardened Underdark warriors. And all it will cost us is the life of loyal Agent Zilver. But he is, truth be told, a tedious enthusiast, and I will not miss him. Wasn't Silver the one in the basement? I think his mission failed. I think I'm pretty sure he was the one in the oubliette, so I think that mission is... I think that mission went bye-bye. Okay, Elder Brain Domination. Confidential. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by General Ketherick. Young Gortash's plan to enslave an illithid Elder Brain and make it our marionette under control of the Crown of Karsus has proceeded almost without flaw, barring the slight delay while our Baalist allies sort out their leadership Oh, it's Baal again! Why would I not think... Oh, of course it's Baal again. Why wouldn't it be Baal again? Oh... Okay, barring the slight delay while our Baalist allies sorted out their leadership conflict. The weak point must surely be the sharing of the Netherstones. It was necessary to secure my engagement and all of that murder cult, but eventually it's certain to fracture our fragile alliance. Clearly, all 3 Netherstones must be controlled by a single leader, me, by preference, but not until after all the stakeholders have made their essential contribution. Gortash fears that, energized by the dark energies of the Crown, the brain we now call the Absolute will eventually metamorphose into something new and more difficult to control. If he's right, the need to invest the power of the Netherstones in a single wielder is urgent. Even more so in that Enver Gortash, at least, must be thinking the same way. Well, that answers several questions, but it also, I have many concerns. But, yeah. Okay, so that's how they're using tadpoles to do the things that they're doing. It's because they've somehow enchanted an Elder Brain, and that is a deep concern. So is that blood leading up to that door, now that I look at it. But we will worry about that in a bit. Empty. Empty. Click. I have concerns. Orange, grapes, apple, cake stand, grapes, pear. Send the cake stand to camp. Send everything but the apples to camp.
What's hiding here?
But yeah, of course it would be Baalists. Like, why would Baal not be part of a plot? in a Baldur's Gate game. You know? Ink pot and quill. Skeleton. Why is there just a skeleton here? Why is there a skeleton with a dagger here? So this is definitely Kethric's room. Kethric is doing something terribly ambitious, really. Now, here I have a door and a lever. The question is, what order? Probably the lever opens the door. Probably. Yep, lever opens door. Oh. So we're above the front door. Interesting. Not entirely useful, but interesting. Charred... oh. There has been a bonfire here. A recent one, too. It's still smoking. Charred prayer book, huh? My dark goddess. When I lost my daughter, I learned my purpose. My dark goddess. When I learned my purpose, I gathered the flock. My dark goddess. When the flock was full, I punished the wicked. My dark goddess. When the wicked struggled, I struck them down. My dark goddess, I am yours. Ah, okay, so it wasn't the death of the wife. He lost wife, then daughter, and then turned to Shar. Question is, did he lose the daughter, or did the daughter die? Is she still out there somewhere? There's another door. Hold on a moment. Is there a door on the inside wall on that side? No. There is not. Fascinating. Okay. Oh man, all the things that I've learned by not going to talk to the person I was supposed to go talk to. Wanna let us on the hook in there with them? I wonder who these people are who are talking. Also, are they the ones down here? Or are they on the other side of the door? Huh. My key does not work in this door. Interesting.
Well, hello.
Hi. I need you to do the thing.
Hardly a challenge.
Hardly a challenge. It's 30! You know what? We're doing both. We're doing both. We're stacking the deck as high as we can here. Go, Asterion, go. No! I'm gonna try once more because I do have a stockpile of the thieves' tools. So, one more try before I try breaking down the door, I guess. My math is bad. I don't know if that's enough. Why am I getting such low rolls? That's not enough. I'm still 4 short. Okay. It doesn't have hit points. That's the problem. Blast it. Do I want to keep rolling? One more try? 3rd time's the charm? Come on. That's not enough. One more. One more. Come on. The game does not want me to open this door. Okay,
What to do?
There's gotta be... Is this one of those dumbass things? Wait a minute.
Can't afford to stay idle. I'll go this way.
Nope. Okay, okay. It's not a close one door, open the other thing. Alright. Good to know. Why?
Is that blood? No, never mind. Time to press ahead.
Okay, the thing is, I think that this door, which does have hit points, leads into the same room as I was just trying to break into. The main problem here is, well, the eye and the guard. I wonder how much can I... Oh, I can jank that quite a bit, actually. Okay, that's fascinating. Not as useful as I'd hoped, but fascinating. I want in that room. Raja, Mistress of Souls, Necromite, okay. There's a closed door between her and... So, if we can get this fight through quickly and quietly, she won't be alerted. Which does mean taking out the scrying eye very quickly. I wish I'd been able to pick my way through the other door. It would make this a lot easier. Okay, everybody, sneaky deaky.
I was trying to concentrate.
Especially use... oh, wait. Asterion.
Step careful.
You are going to be here.
Can't afford to stay idle.
you're going to be over here. Laziel, you're fine where you... Well, Laziel is going to be the one who's going to open the door for us, I think.
I can't waste any more time. Time to press ahead. Keeping low.
So we'll just pop her there.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
Yes, you should. And we're gonna squish you over here.
With every breath, a purpose.
And we're going to have some patience. We're going to wait until they're both looking away from the door before we open it. And she's gonna fail at hiding.
Unseen.
Okay, the door is open now. I'm
Never a
in
dull
a
moment.
visible place, so...
Need to find a way forward. All right. Time to skulk about.
Okay.
Something smells tasty.
Interestingly, the guard does not appear to have become hostile. We might be able to pull this a different way.
Best think ahead, or I'm lost. At the ready.
You're stopped by a guard. It seems your presence here is forbidden.
Oh. Try to talk your way out of it, try to convince them you belong here, offer a bribe, try to buy your way in, or attack. Try to talk your way out of it? Deception. Would you look at that? My map's upside down. I should have turned right at that crossroads. Intimidation. You should be asking for my permission to be here. You're in my way. Or persuasion. Have you ever been turned around on your way to a date with destiny? I'm pretty sure that the persuasion... Okay, deception is 10. Intimidation's 5. Persuasion is 10. I'm still pretty sure that the persuasion is my best roll, so... Have you ever been turned around on a date with destiny? Okay, I'm heaving both of these. Alright. Okay, here goes. I think that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Should you transgress again, your efforts to talk yourself out of trouble will be of little use.
Where are we now? Oh, we are in a place I don't want to be, actually. That is very unfortunate, actually. You know, I don't even know where these stairs come out. No, this does not work for me. This does not work for me at all. I'm gonna have to go with Plan 1 and a save scum. open the door, move away from the door.
I can be subtle
I'm
sometimes.
in a perceivable place, so I also need to move. Yeah, Shadowheart and Asterion are...
You're stopped by a guard. It seems your presence here is forbidden.
How hard can I jank this? I can't. I can't jank this. Ah. Attack? Patience, patience. Shite. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Nope, 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 nope. What we need to do is take out the scrying eye. That's number one. Because if it screams,
Nice and quiet now.
if it screams, that's it for our plans. So what we really need is
With every
to
breath, a purpose.
not be noticed. So we open the door and then we go over here. Before we're spotted? Yes. Okay.
If this isn't important.
Hazel is also in a semi-perceivable place, which is not good. Shite.
You're stopped by a guard. It seems your presence here is forbidden.
Time for a cull.
Feel their anguish.
Okay. Eye down.
My faith protects me.
Oh yeah? I think I need Asterion to get the heck out of the way.
Let's have some fun. This
Take
way.
your ass over here.
Time for a new approach.
Staying out of sight. I shouldn't linger.
This is gonna go bad. But we took out the eye, so we should have a nice uninterrupted time of this. She has to step into the perception area to do that. Let's leave that be.
Let's not get caught off guard.
Oh! You're kidding me. Alright. Let's see here. 58 versus 70. 70 it is. Oh, I did 4 damage! I only did 4 damage! At least I did some damage. Okay.
Let's spill some blood.
Why do they always save versus the tadpole charm? Okay, let's see here. Nope, not the door, the dude. 30% versus 50% versus 35. Well, come in the freaking room. Get your ass in here.
Ready for anything.
Come on. Please stop trying to shoot the doors. Get your scrawny ass in here, dude.
Can't give up. Not now.
Here goes nothing.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's have a little fun.
Get your dumb ass in this room, dude. He's not gonna walk through the caustic brine, so we have a problem now, but...
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Okay, let's see here. Shoot an arrow, 55. Throw a firebolt, 45. Arrow it is. Still frightened. Only 12 hit points left, though. I kind of wish this dude would get his ass in here. Yes, thank you. I will try the cutting words. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Shadowheart. You're still alive, though. That's the good news. you know, it's the same roll. Actually, no, it's not worth it. He only has 5 hit points left. Darn it. Try again. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was nasty. How long will the caustic brine stay on the floor? That's the question. Is this like a permanent effect now? Really hard to answer that question. Dried pork sausage, guard key, plate armor, halberd, short bow. Okay, plate armor, halberd, short bow, sausage. To camp. Key to me. I think the caustic brine is just sort of a semi-permanent thing here now. Which means I'm going to be... Oh, I can't jump far enough to go over it without stepping in it. What about if I stand in the blood? You know what? Let's just have a quick moment here. Little quick save. Step out of the way. Shadowheart, I think that you should pull one of these on the self. And you know, I have a very clever idea here. You should step away from the corpse a bit. Dispel your disguise. And see if he'll talk to you.
The corpse does not respond.
Nope. Perhaps the corpses have gotten smarter? I used to be able to pull that trick on him every time. Hup. Alright, who's next?
Don't touch me.
I will touch you as much as I want. See, look, that's what happens when you don't like listen to me. You step in caustic brine. All right, Lae'zel.
Not reaction.
You've gone last because I know that you could probably make this jump in your sleep. Ta-da! We're all out and only 2 people stepped in caustic brine to do so.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let's link everybody back together again. Anything interesting to look at around here? There's a vase. Ooh, padded sofa. Okay, who's willing to bet that the guard key is going to open this door and I'm going to regret wasting all of those lockpicks? Any takers? Anyone? What the? Why? Oh. This is deeply concerning.
One day
Okay, everybody in the creepy room of creepitude. Oh, this is a lot of concern. Balthazar's apprentice? Uh-oh. Oh, does that mean that Balthazar's in here? Balthazar's apprentice, heart, Balthazar's personal notes, moon lantern, purple fluorite shard, heavy chest, goblins, attention acolytes, engraved Githyanki disc. No Balthazar. I'm vaguely grateful. But yeah, first things first. We're gonna save. Okay, now I don't have to be nicey nice to the cultists ever again. And I don't really want to be nicey nice to Ketherick. I think I want to continue staying as far away from his ass as I can. But yeah, give me that moon lantern. It's mine. Journal updated. Infiltrate Moonrise Towers. Oh, goody. Seek protection from the Shadow Curse. We found a moon lantern. This will protect us from even the deepest parts of the curse. Waha! Alright. I can't take the notes? That makes me very sad. I could take the heart, but I can't take the notes. Can we get the apprentice to talk to us? Like, I know that they're not glowing, but we also had nothing to do with their deaths, so maybe?
The corpse has nothing to say.
Blast! The lack of intel burns.
No one stopped me yet. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Note, install a drain beneath library's conventional medicine shelf. It's wasteful to let all that blood seep through the flagstones, and it will rust the spikes besides. A line slashes through the above, the same hand and fresh ink below. Disregard. The smell gives me sweet dreams. So there's a booby-trapped bookshelf. Yeah, Oh, that's a lot of viscera. Oh boy. Surgery kit? Failed roll on perception. Great. Quill.
Something good here, I hope.
Bottle rack. Bottle rack. Empty. Why are they all empty? Balthazar, what the heck? We're gonna leave that just for a sec. Empty.
That's curious.
Lazael has perceived something. What has Lazael perceived? Bookshelf labeled musty tomes, bookshelf labeled poisons and venoms, bookshelf labeled conventional medicine, bookshelf labeled galvanic interrogations. Okay, so conventional medicine is the trapped one. We know not to touch that one.
Light on my feet.
Alright, what does this have to tell us? A human heart carefully cut from the chest. Coagulating blood slowly drips from an artery. Oh, thanks. I hate it. Another heart. Balthazar has a thing for hearts.
I'll take that.
Another surgery kit. Attention acolytes. A reminder, acolytes are permitted entry to my chambers for the sole purpose of collecting moon lanterns. My library is not to be tampered with. While the Absolute appreciates your eagerness to learn, my bookshelves do not. Any requests to borrow from them must be given to me in advance and are likely to be refused. Should you desire information on poisons, do not think to read any tome on the subject here. They are inclined to grant more knowledge than the written word could provide. Remember, the Absolute's purpose is better served by a beating heart than a poisoned mind. Though if you choose death, I will ensure you serve her still. Wow, Balthazar seems like such a great person. Blood bank bottle. Amnion dessert wine. Right next to the blood bank bottle. You know what? I am a terrible person. Yay, moon lantern. I continue to be a terrible person. Hey, Asterion, have this. Goblin troops, though crude and a bit dim, are valuable because they are adaptable and can be fitted into a number of different military roles, excelling as archery skirmishers and warg cavalry scouts. Blah. If rigorously drilled, some can function as discipled phalanxes armed with half-pikes, and even the ones who can't be trained to march in step can serve as prime catapult fodder. The key to recruiting a tribe of goblins is their profound respect for their priests, who lead the tribe members in the worship of all-conquering Malgubet. Therefore, let the high priests of the 7 tribes of the southwest Sword Coast be invited to a grand council, a feast where they will be well-fed, well-flattered, and well-lubricated with jugs of plonk laid with a mild paralytic. The priests will awaken with new guests in their crania and be led into docile devotion to a new and greater god than Malgubet, the Absolute. And trust me, where the priests go, their warriors will follow. Advisor Balthazar. Everybody seems like such wonderful people in this tower. I can't imagine why I just have this terrible feeling about allying with them. Pelvis, leg. Picking any of those up would over-encumber me. Oh dear, I've got too many books. And door. Leading to interesting places, perhaps, but... Pile of books. Empty. Viscera. Another heart. I don't want to gather these hearts, and I'm not going to. Should I try touching these books? I will try touching the books, but only after I save. It is concerning that there is the pile of viscera right at the foot of the bookcase. Empty. Empty. Still gonna leave the chest be. Alright, apprentice. Heart and gold, and oh, I see exactly what happened to the apprentice. Look at the floor! Oh, I'm having nothing to do with those books. Vase, bottle, condensers and alembics. Don't want anything to do with those either. Books, traveler's chest, Balthazar's personal notes again. Let's check the personal notes before we do anything else. Requests from the next caravan. Any words by Mordenkainen must catch up on current events. No volo, better a century of ignorance. Hidden vellum, holds ink like no other. Could harvest from acolyte? New copy of Swift and Sudden Death for library. Current volume, badly scorched. Yellow musk creeper petals, weave moss. Yes, please, thank you. Goth eye stalk, chasm creeper, cloud giant finger. Oh yes, thank you. Censor, wrote more books. Also empty. I'm not having anything to do with anything that's going on over there. Nobody in this party has enough hit points to be dealing with those spikes. Well, let's have a go with the telescope, shall we? What is he looking at?
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Well, that wasn't helpful. Guthermere Reserve? Oh yes, please. Okay.
Someone there?
Lock pick that chest. Alright. Shadowheart, if you could give us a hand, thank you. Oh, we didn't need it. But thank you anyway. See, that's the kind of roguish success that I'm looking for. That's why I keep him around. What do we have here? Derivation Cloak. Deadly derivation. When you poison a foe, heal yourself for 1d4 hit points. Based on a mad alchemist's experiments to derive youth from his victims by poisoning them, this cloak relies on a much more reliable arcane formula. Oh. Well, the only one who's carrying poison is Asterion, so if I ever remember to use it, he's the one who should have the cloak. So we'll send that over to him. We will notice that we're completely out of order. What's going on here? You go there. You go there. Okay, put on your new cape. It will be glorious. That's a pity. His cape would go a lot better with my outfit than my cape does. Oh well.
Have a lot on my mind.
Okay, this is some good stuff. Let's save.
Moving ahead.
Brawler Vez, Sharp Eye Laura. I think those are downstairs because can't really see into this room. We'll find out, won't we? Oh. Yeah, the key doesn't work on that door. And there does not appear to be another door in this area. Oh boy. I have door-related trauma now.
Trust no one.
Alright. Lockpick. guidance. Here goes. Oh! Oh, now the dice are in my favor. Where was that roll when I was trying to pick the other door?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oh, I didn't
Anything
check
of
this
use?
bookshelf? Which is empty anyway. Can't even reach that one.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Okay. Oh no. Well, this could go very interestingly, couldn't it? Oh my. What is... Oh, and we're gonna have to be real careful about this one too. Okay. Oh, and there's an eyeball in here. Spectacular. Asterion, be a dear and stay behind.
What's up for discussion?
No business here. Less disciple or general say you do.
I'm guessing that as long as we don't touch anything, she's not gonna do anything? Like, I think if we'd tried to pick that door in front of her, it would have been a much different story than the way that we did. Oh. Dane and Benel just sitting out here at a table. What's going on what's going on here, guys? Am I interrupting a date? Boys?
Hey, Trousseau.
Oh.
What's the word? Armies gathered outside. The general giving us marching orders.
Why, soldier, do you have somewhere else to be? The Absolute's plan will unfold in good time. Have faith, or stare her down. Why, soldier, do you have somewhere else to be?
Just keen to get back to the gate is all. I was born there. I want to be the first to put it to the torch.
Charming! Well, Zealot Benel, what do you have to say?
Seen the view out west from the terrace? All those beasts camped under one banner. That's the Absolute's power. The General's power.
Oh, that gives me a bad feeling, that does. I do not like how much mind control there is going on. Oh, since we're out here, apparently we're authorized. Gold and a scroll of sea invisibility. Sure. Empty. 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 Although how I am looking in there when I'm standing on it, I do not know. Oh, look at that, a rotten mushroom. Why are these people letting all their food rot? Okay, missive from Ketherick. Yeah, I'm noticing a certain... So she would take issue if I looked at this letter missive from Ketherick, but not if I look at this stack of books. That is correct. No word from Balthazar. Okay, I need to look at this stuff. I can't use the Baldur's Gate, the Larian Games thing, can I? Or can I? I take the party over here.
My faith will guide me.
Oh, will it, Shadowheart? Will it?
This way.
I'm gonna step over here.
No business here. Less disciple or general say you do.
Now, I can't keep her in conversation. That is unfortunate. What I'd really like to do is just like go over here and close this door.
Give it a try.
I don't really want to have to take her out, especially since it's gonna hurt a lot. But a little gift. Apparently I'm allowed to look at this one.
Best get going. What path lies before me?
Marcus, I assume no explanation is needed for just how rare these appendages are, and I trust you shall make good use of them. You have a golden opportunity to please the General. Do not squander it. Access to the unwilling donor has proven difficult since the harvesting, but if I am afforded the opportunity, I shall pass along your gratitude. B. And I could take the painting if I wanted. I can look at this pile of books that she's standing in. I can look at a lot of things. Beheading the bitter roots. Interesting. Can you make her sleep? Spells or potions? I do not have the sleep spell. I might have a potion. Let's see. Arsonist oil, diluted oil of sharpness, arcane cultivation, dark vision, fire resistance, heroism, hill giant strength, lightning resistance, necrotic resistance, poison resistance, colossus, vigilance, More arcane cultivation, accuracy, combustion, oil of diminution, potion of angelic slumber. I do not want to waste this for this. Animal speaking, feather fall, flying, glorious vaulting, healing potions, invisibility, except that as soon as you do anything, you're not invisible anymore, so it would break as soon as I tried to read. Mind reading, speed, vitality, soul coins, wizard bane oil, basilisk oil, lack of sleep potion, but wait, maybe scroll? Aid, banishment, bestow curse, burning hands. Oh, they're in alphabetical order. Confusion, angelic's pots. Yeah, it's definitely not worth the use for this, but scroll certainly. Confusion, madness, dark vision, dimension door, false life, fear, featherfall, fire shield, fly, warding, grease, haste, hold person, ice storm. They really are in alphabetical order, so why I'm doing this I do not know. Mirror image, phantasmal killer, ray of sickness, revivify, speak with dead, stinking cloud, Tasha's hideous laughter, vampiric touch, wall of fire, scroll of web. No sleeping. Unless... Nope, that's see invisibility, and that one is cloud kill. Beheading the bitter roots, might as well read that. The Grimforge region is an important choke point as it controls access to Moonrise Towers via the Underdark, but Grimforge is occupied by the Duergar Bitterroot clan. Though not numerous, these Duergar are a band of tough combatants and could prove inconvenient obstacles should we need to move military assets quickly through the region. These Duergar must be neutralized. Accordingly, let a team of Orin's crack doppelganger assassins be assigned to the task of killing King Girrodin, the monarch of the Bitterroot clan. After the assassination, the team is to gather Girrodin's head, and especially his crown, before ensuring that both are hurled into the fathomless depths. The Bitterroots, unable to crown a new king, will fracture into quarreling subclans, the leaders of which can one by one be tadpoled. Disciple Zarel on the behalf of General Ketherick. Well, that's great. That's just spectacular. I can also look at the invasion plans for Baldur's Gate. But yeah, I did not take the sleep spell. More's the pity. But yeah, I really want to read the missive from Ketherick. I really want to read the no word from Balthazar. I don't think there's anything else that she's specifically gonna get up. Oh, there's also a cabinet here. I think we may have to remove her from the equation. I'd really prefer not to, but
let's get on with it.
Shadowheart, if you would take a stroll over here, thank you.
Indolence breeds madness.
Lae'zel.
Objective noted.
Hi. Asterion, you know what? You stay right where you are. Actually, no. Actually, Asterion... No, wait. That's Lae'zel. Asterion... I kind of want you here. Because what I'd really like to do is that if combat breaks out, which it might, Asterion's job is to take out the eye before it can scream. Okay.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Let's attempt this. I'm gonna close my eyes. Can't watch this. I know, Hopefully I can convince her not to be upset about things, but in case I can't, we are now set up.
Your wanton criminality is attracting attention. Perhaps you should diffuse the situation before things turn ugly.
Try to talk your way out of it. Perhaps some gold would make up for my little indiscretion, or attack her. Okay, if I talk my way out of it, I'm going to be removed from the room, and I don't want that. I don't want to bribe her because I want my gold, so I guess we're going to have to... I think we're going to have to fight. I'm sorry. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Okay, boy, do the thing.
Sounds like fun.
Why? 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 Oh, lordy. Who are the bad guys in this game looking at Foxwine? Excuse me, these are all cultists. These are all cultists who are trying to tadpole the entire of Baldur's Gate. I am not the bad person here. I'm just trying to do this in a way that won't get me and my friends killed. This is quite bad.
Ready.
$75 with the firebolt. 70 with the sacred flame, but I don't think the sacred flame is, like, it could do enough damage, or it might not. We're gonna try. Okay, okay. We do not have to worry about the eye screaming. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright. Oh, Lae'zel, I am sorry about what is going to happen to you.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Okay, Asterion, I want you to step right in here. And just sort of hunker down. Yes? Yes. Okay. Good little spy.
Talk to me.
Yeah, right here. You know what? Shield of Faith, we'll use just a level 1, and we'll put it on Lae'zel, and we will hope. Oh, can I cutting word it? No! Alright. Okay, I'm glad I still have the lacerate now. She was so cute. I know! There's also the problem of I left this door open. Hopefully these guys are totally oblivious. So far they have been. Oh, saved versus the lacerate. Sadness. Good start, though. What if I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's just go close this door. Barn door after the horses have burned. I'm so sorry, Gloric. Zarel's personal oh no. Balthasar has sent neither word nor notice. Wherever he's gone is a mystery. Needs someone to investigate his chambers, but no doubt he's rigged the thing to high hells. Perhaps hobgoblins. Uh-huh. Oh, man. I feel bad. I feel bad. And you feel less stealthy all of a sudden.
Rest.
She was only doing her job, but I couldn't let her do her job.
How much further can I go?
Gortash, the tone of your recent letter is inappropriate. You may follow the Lord of Tyranny, but I do not answer to him or to you. It isn't the fault of any of the Chosen that the artifact has gone astray. Unforeseen events occurred, as they always do. I acknowledge your planning mastery and brilliance of mind, but you lack the depth of experience that brings patience and composure. The artifact will be found. Our enemies will be thwarted. We will prevail. Now show us that you are reliable as well as brilliant. General Ketheric Thorm. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's angry. Empty. She was guarding an empty cabinet that hard. Oh dear.
Let's see what this does.
Balthasar has sent neither word nor notice. Wherever he's gone is a mystery. Needs someone to investigate his chambers, but no doubt he's rigged the thing. Perhaps hobgoblins. No, nothing in there worth noting. I really suspect that the booby-trapped bookshelves are going to give me an answer. I'm just not sure how to go about them. I could try mage handing. Absolute outfit. Adorned with the tripartite symbol of the Absolute, this ensemble of black and green presents the wearer as either a mocker or a devotee of the code, or someone who likes the cut and color, or someone who's cold. We're gonna send that to camp. Traveler's Guide to the Sword Coast, the Risen Road. Scroll of Stinking... If I find a Scroll of Sleep in these bookshelves... Quill and Inkpot off to camp with them. Empty. Empty. More ink. Another quill. Take the painting right off the wall. Send it to camp. While we're here, read the Traveler's Guide. The stained, well-thumbed pages filled with traveling advice that seem to be decades out of date. Those who seek to journey to the coast from the interior regions lying to the east will typically seek out the Risen Road. Running parallel to the river Chionothar, the Risen Road provides an overland route all the way from El Terrell to Baldur's Gate, and has proven tempting to travelers seeking an alternate to the river barges that sail to Chionothar. A portion of the road approximately halfway between El Terrell and Baldur's Gate has in recent years developed into an enclave for Saloon worship, with a temple of not insignificant splendor lying near the road. Indeed, an entire village, Moonhaven, has developed alongside the temple, and can provide food and shelter to weary travelers. Further east lies the citadel of Moonrise Towers, where a toll is required for onward passage of goods and folk alike. Some are tempted to go off-road in order to avoid the toll. However, bandits and other dangers may cause them to pay a steeper price. Okay. Useful, but not something I need to carry around with me. Let's send that away. Oh, there's so much weight in my inventory. Empty. Why is there a dead tree in the corner? Another quill. Wicker basket with destitute clothes in it. Wicker basket with rotten cheese in it. I might be able to go into the shelves with Asterian's mage hand, but I'm honestly not sure. I can try, though. There's actually been remarkably few traps in here, except for those. Let's give it a go. Where is that mage hand? There it is. Hey, mage hand. Just float along here, would ya? You can't actually do anything with these, can you? Darn it. Well, that was a little less than useful, I guess. Fly, throw, dismiss, shove, hide. Well, it was a good thought, but unfortunately not. I don't know what to do. Like, we know for a fact that the medicine shelf is a particular problem.
Can't give up now.
Hand can't read either. Rows of books, bookshelf. Okay, so the conventional medication definitely is a problem. An attempt is going to be made. It's possible that if I go for the rows of books rather than the activatables. Swift and sudden death. Potion of healing recipe.
Never wanted the easy path.
Because the reason I'm doing this, like, detached is so that I can stand to the side. Drow poison. roadkill, blindness, Evard's black tent. I could have cast blindness on her, maybe. Worth it. Anything interesting in the loot? Can't say I make much sense of what you found, if it's valuable or not. Well, I've gained information. Whether or not that information is useful remains to be seen, but I wonder, can I activate the, like, can I touch those special bookshelves without stepping over? Oh, for crying out loud. Well, that answers that question, and I hate it. But yes, I found out that Balthazar has been missing for quite some time, which is very useful to know. And Ketheric Thorm is burning his bridges with his allies, actually, which is fascinating. Okay, which one did I end up touching? Poisons and venoms, of course. Yeah, we've got 3 heads and a bunch of spikes.
With haste.
I'm gonna leave those alone. Okay. What we've got here. Swift and sudden death. A scorched book, its pages singed and tattered. Though its contents have been rendered illegible by some unknown phenomenon, it is still possible to make out the dedication. To those who doubted me, may the storm claim your final breaths, and the earth reject your rest. Ooh, okay. What was the name of that one again? Swift... Potion of healing recipe. This small recipe has helped me through a lot. Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. While it has never healed me fully, every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitions of why is it always healing potions, this goddamned primitive village, and the occasional someday I'll kill that mongrel of a master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. Recipe for 1 potion of healing. Extracts needed, salts of rogue's marcel, suspension of meregrass. Method, stir the suspension until a vortex forms. Carefully tip in the salts. Keep stirring until the salts dissolve and the solution takes on a red hue. And keep in mind, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Oh right, that's where I've heard Balthazar's name again before. He was the apprentice of the guy with the necromancy book that is currently in Asterian's possession and hopefully will not come to bite me in the ass. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Okay, if I didn't already know how to make healing potion, that would be very helpful. Off to camp with you. Recipe of drow poison. This entry from the Master of Alchemy, Haxin Zelspin, begins with the formula for drow poison. Combine essence of swarming toadstool with any salts, and lo, you'll have yourself a dose of drow poison as dark as the goddess Lulth's temper. Time was, I would grimace at the prospect of poison. Not that I think it's cowardly, I just didn't think that was my legacy. The scaleless dragonborn who wrote some books that jilted scum used to poison their heartbreakers. My old friend Nikros tried to convince me that such poison better equip adventurers for dangers of the coast. What a crude, happy-go-fuck reality attitude. Adventurers make up a sliver of the Sword Coast's populace. Maybe it's folk trying to get by, and in this day and age that means poisoning your ex-lover, or some man who stole your prize goat, or some woman who called you a crabby little bitch behind your back. Well, I say go ahead. Use my work however you want. Okay, off to camp with that too. Let's sort. What am I carrying that's so heavy? Is it the wine? Let's send those to camp as well. Well, that did reduce some weight, I guess. I've got too much stuff and I don't know what to do with it. I guess I might as well send the loot back to camp as well. I'm going to be using this spiders one for some time, I think. Wait a minute, wasn't there a Gith? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, engraved Githyanki disc and a clasped book.
Wish I had a bag of holding. This good slate looks like the other. Another story about the Githyanki prince.
Maybe. Clasped book. Okay. Odd, where'd the slate go? Weird. Examine? This book is readily okay, that doesn't tell me a thing. Where the heck did the Gith slate go? Did Lazael take it? This is a log on the work of one of Balthazar's necromancers, Cressa Bone Daughter, dated 210 days ago. After the slate the Fallen One was in, I never expected Cressa would be able to save it. Oh, sorry, after the state the Fallen One was in, I never expected Cressa would be able to save it. I was hoping the usurped thing would die. That's what it would have wanted. It's not as if Cressa studying it is going to prove much. It was damaged in the attack far beyond what the mere tadpole could do. But she seems fond of the foul creature. Let her play with it. Another entry seems to be written into this log, dated a 10-day later. I should not have, in hindsight, let Cressa keep her pet. Ever since it was shipped onto one of the nautiloids to be deployed, she has been inconsolable. It won't survive out there. It needs me. It isn't like the others. The feral thing will make a fine warrior for the Absolute, and now my best assistant is distracted thinking about it. Pah! She will come to heel again soon enough. I don't like that. I also like... Where'd the slate go? I'm very confused. I can't reach this. The hand can't probably... Like, the hand can't seem to interact with anything, which is a great sadness to my heart.
Let's have a look.
Empty. The whole thing said that there would be a clue, a hint, somewhere in Balthazar's room, but while I've found a bunch, I really haven't found anything useful. And even the trapped bookshelves were a bit of a bust. I just don't know. Admittedly, if I hadn't have read the stuff that I did, I wouldn't have come back in here to have a look at the bookshelves. But I'm not feeling it. Moon Lantern, very useful, very handy, I am going to continue to not participate in the direct plot and probably leave this place. But I don't know. Something's bugging me. It's like I should have found something somewhere that told me why Balthasar is away. Like I feel like I should have found something. Not that he's been away, but like there should have been something in his room or in the letters that I read or something, anything that would tell me where the heck he's gotten to. Or where he was intending to go when he disappeared. His notes ain't useful, I can tell you that. I don't like it. Also, I have been getting up to a lot more murder than I expected to. I thought I'd mostly be sneaking and lying my way around here, not quietly arranging combats this way. Okay, so over here we have 2 necromites and Rhodesia. Oh, sorry. The necromites. And an ornate door. Rhodesia is reading The Glory of the Absolute. What name Rhodesia? Not one that I remember having come up. They must have had an entire army of lore writers working on the game. It's just so much of it. Yeah. I mean, they are reusing a bunch of the lore from the first 2 Baldur's Gate games. But, yeah, somebody over at Larian had to transcript all of that into the game. Quite impressive, really. Alright, well, let's go talk to Rhodesia.
Something's on my mind. It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I've heard that those lucky few come back changed. Let me pass, I'm a true soul. And how is one chosen to ascend or leave? And how is one chosen to ascend?
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Ra will give you a chance to earn that honor.
Insight fail! Wisdom, prove you are ready. Reach out for her tadpole. Where can I find Zarel, who I've been avoiding talking to because that continues the cultist plotline? If I choose to go anyway, will you stop me? Or what's with the skeletons? Did the Absolute dabble in necromancy now? I would prefer not to antagonize her too much. If only because I'm very low on resources and I am literally surrounded right now. Where can I find Zarel?
She's in council with the General below. Show proper respect, and perhaps you will be alive when we meet again.
Well, that doesn't help, but also, well, what we want is through here. If we get through her and through them, but yeah, we know now that the Absolute is an Elder Brain, just as I was suspecting earlier. We also know that Gale has been specially equipped to deal with this problem. But yeah. I love how nobody asks how I got here. Like, I'm coming out of places that I should not be coming out of, and they're all like, oh, True Soul, hi. Doing this all up in reverse. Because I'm concerned about going to take a long rest, because that would give everyone here an opportunity to discover what I've been up to. And I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Okay, what do we got here? Oh. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, this is exactly where I don't want to be. Oh no, not Ketherick. Oh dear. How about going on a little quest to find that crazy alchemist? Maybe he knows more? The crazy alchemist. Which one? I really don't want to have a confrontation with Ketherick at this point in time. I mean, it's possible that we could just, you know, exist behind his throne for a little bit. The Rule of Three dude. I'm not sure if he's still alive. Ink pot. That is not worth it. Like, I do not want him asking how I've ended up back here. So let's go before Kansif notices us. Let's go back this way. Whoop. Okay, so my choices are take a long rest along with the possibilities that what I've been up to will be discovered. Though not necessarily linked back to me, because all the witnesses have regrettably departed this world. Come back with Gale and try and get through that door. I hate to do that to Gale, because I have ongoing abiding concerns about removing him from the story permanently, should I actually allow him to confront the Absolute. But, that's fascinating. The lever didn't open the door? Is the lever not for the door? No, it's showing as locked now. So I use the lever. I still can't open it. I'm confused. So yeah, the apprentice of the necromancy book guy back in the destroyed village has become an immense creep of a necromancer. Oh, wait, stop. Halt. Let's not go through the caustic brine. Come to think of it, did I ever go through this door? But yeah, long rest and then Gale gets to confront things. No, you know what? I never went through this door. One more door to try. Balthazar, yeah. Oh. This comes right back here. Alright. Let's not deal with that. Alright, everybody in the room? Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah, I really
We
do.
must press forward. Let's deal with Ketherick, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
I don't want to deal with Ketherick right now. I would rather have a long rest. Ask Lae'zel about the dish from the crash. Ask Lae'zel about the disc from the Moonrise Towers. If you thought about make use of the tadpole's power, wait for me in camp. Actually, you know, as long as we're here, what about this disc I found?
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Quite similar to the boy's slate from the creche. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Tirsu, you said. What does that mean? Who's Orpheus? Go on already. What does it say? Or you look uneasy. Are you all right? Oh, she's not going to appreciate that last one. I've asked her who Orpheus was before, I think. What does Tirsu mean?
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel, every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them.
Alright. Who's Orpheus?
A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
You'll bear it just fine. Tell me what it says, or I understand. Keep it to yourself. I want to know what the heck is going on. Why are all these Orpheus texts popping up? Tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you.
good thing she likes me.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more.
Well, we've already established that the Lich Queen of the Gith is kind of a liar who will say pretty much anything that will keep her in power. And if the true heir isn't actually dead, but is still around somewhere, wouldn't it be convenient for her if everyone believed he was dead, dead, dead? So you say, but what if the story is true and this prince returns? This story reeks of propaganda, an attempt to foment discontent. Or, why are you so worked up? It's only a story. But what if the story is true and the prince returns?
You speak like Kithrak Voss. You accuse Vlaakith of the unthinkable. As unthinkable as the greatest living knight turning on his queen.
Which he's done.
Well, enough conjecture. I did what you asked, so let's be done with it.
You know, let's ask about this other disc from the creche.
Your mind connects with Laysel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common.
I'd like to hear you tell the story, or no need to read it aloud. No, I'd like to hear you tell it.
Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the One Sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith."
Oh.
But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince. There's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
And yet... Okay, that was interesting. It was an accidental conversation, but a fascinating one. Let's just save to make sure that I don't have to do that again. So, I've learned interesting things today. I've learned that, well, Asterion has siblings, quote unquote, and I've learned some interesting things about Voss. Okay, discover the history of Prince Orpheus. Decipher books about Orpheus. We read the third book in the series about Prince Orpheus. This one explains that Voss attacked Orpheus, but he lives. Something we should ask Voss about next time we talk to him. We read a forbidden book about a certain Prince Orpheus. He seems to be a challenger to the Queen Vlaakith and the son of Gith, the one who freed the Githyanki from the Mind Flayers. What's the average lifespan of those Gith? The Prince story is a bit confusing. Yeah, I just got it backwards. I haven't encountered the first part yet, but apparently part 2 was this Prince Orpheus basically raising a rebellion against Vlaakith, as accusing her of having killed his mother, who was the queen, and who was the one who saved the Gith from the Illithids. The third one is supposedly about how Voss killed Orpheus, ending the rebellion. But that part of the story also claimed that Orpheus didn't die. And if that Voss is the same as this Voss, which really seems to be from what Laziel just said, then that's something we should really talk to Voss about. Because I'm pretty sure he'd know if he killed Orpheus or not. And whether or not he'd tell us the truth, I'm very curious about what he has to say. Very, very curious indeed. Okay, we're going back downstairs this way so that we don't confront Ketheric. Because if I'm going to confront Ketheric, I want it to be after I've had a long rest. Gotta love how the mimic is just sort of floating in the air here. Distracting. Okay, we are... We're gonna head back down to the floor.
Yes, did. She did want to. You hear?
The only problem is that if we take a long rest, the possibility of our activities here being discovered is pretty dang high. But I would need a long rest before taking Gale to the door, if that's what I choose to do. Or, I have a lantern now. I could just walk out and do some exploring. Wait, what was that? Mage Hand succeeded on a saving throw. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Whoops. So, yeah, I have a lantern now, which means that I could just leave the tower entirely. This happened last time I climbed the ladder as well. I'm stuck in this. Oh, wait. Haha! Oh, it brought me back down. All right. So I'm torn. I could just leave.
Too much bowing and scraping. I'll happily take the
I could just leave, or I could try to, quote-unquote, gain an audience with the Absolute.
Just a pinch of...
I'm inclined to leave and explore the area around. Like, if I go through here... Yeah, this is another door into the room with Ketheric. I don't want to deal with that. I think I need to keep Ketheric and Shadowheart far, far apart from each other. It's a weird feeling that I have. Question is, do I want to leave by this front door? Or I could go back around here and sneak out the back, which feels a lot better if I can do that. But I think, yeah, I have to go back downstairs for that. I'm in the wrong spot.
Now that would be a prize sample.
Mage hands being noted, but I'm not doing anything with it, so...
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
So, let's go back downstairs. To the mess that we left. And like over here, we go through here. I try to figure out where the lantern went. Where did the lantern go? There it is. And then we can wander around to our heart's content. And hopefully find out some shiz. Gold, Viridian Crystal, Laccolite, Wargfang. Empty. Rotten eggs. Rotten banana. Rotten carrot. I'm noticing a theme. Empty. Skeleton. Serpent fang toxin. Astarion, have a present. A bone, which we'll send to camp, and Sharon Psalm. Okay. Plates, fire wine, more rotten food, another skeleton, an empty trunk, okay, let's take a moment here. You know what? I'm going to send these surgery kits to camp. I don't think I'm going to need them. Alright, the Sharon Psalm. Psalm the Last. Mistress Shar spread putrid flesh across the table before me. Eat of my bounty, she urged. She pressed her bitter mouth to my ear and her clawed hand to my loin. Take your pleasure, she whispered. Her tongue dipped poison into my mouth. Be quenched, she cried. The harpers near victory, our fates are writ. Dark goddess, we partake as you charged. On this great beast's flesh let us feast. Our loins and lips let us ravish. Of this poison let us drink. If darkness we must know, let us be gorged as it takes us. Oh. Here, Shadowheart. This belongs to your religion. I don't want to touch it anymore. I think I am going to have to make a sort cute armor, the tunic. I may have to make a sort through my books again soon. I think I might be carrying too much reading matter. But yeah, I do like this armor. Very good for a bard. Quite perfect for a bard, really. I'm gonna try not to wander too much. I should end my stream soon, and also I don't think it's safe to sleep out here. And I think a long rest is really what my party could really use before I, take things too far, in the literal or the figurative. What the heck? What the heck? A torch. Like, Shadowheart has some resistance to these issues? What the?
The horizon seemed so close.
Visage of regret.
But that was long ago.
Wait, oh, hold up. I think I found something really interesting. Fascinating. What all is going on here? Visage of regret. Shadow root sack. I think I found something very interesting to poke my nose into. But I also think that I should not do that now. I think that this is an excellent place to save. Is this? Wait a minute. Where am I? Ah, okay. This is like the back door to the toll house. Okay. There's the Visage of Guilt, Visage of Regret, Geringoth Thorm. Thorm again? Oh, this is very interesting indeed. I don't know if I should be poking around the toll house when I'm this low on resources. But this is very interesting indeed. It also looks like there might be a way across over here that doesn't involve going into the toll house. I do remember that the toll house was considered especially dangerous when we were passing through it. Also, it's interesting that all of these places to transport to are still here, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure that they're not places I can go anymore. Very weird. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to my character instead of wandering too far. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here. And next week, I'm going to try to poke around in here. Is inside the toll house. I find it interesting that you can talk to these things. Like, I don't even care what you can loot in there. I especially want to talk to that one that's like the Thorm. I know that Ketherick is the leader guy, but someone who shares a name. I'm very interested. Concerned because, like, this was supposed to be a particularly dangerous place, but very interested. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can poke around here and survive next week. For now, though, I'm going to be calling it a night here, because this looks like it's gonna take quite a while. So, that's fascinating is what it is. So, we'll see what's going on with that next week. And for those who have missed streams or who want to catch up or, you know, figure out what's been going on, my Baldur's Gate streams are all archived on my YouTube channel. There is a playlist there, as I've mentioned before, just for the Baldur's Gate stuff, so that makes it real good. And good night to you too, Jorg. It was very nice having you with me this evening. Night, whichever it is. And I will be back streaming again tomorrow night, which is the last Monday of January, which means that starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Wildermyth, which is another RPG, but one very, very different from Baldur's Gate. Because in that one, while the plot pretty much remains the same from playthrough to playthrough, the way that the characters evolve and what happens to them is chosen by RNG, basically. The RNG chooses a little piece of story and what character it's going to happen to, and then my choices within that piece of story choose how the character is going to change and how their story is going to grow. It's fascinating. It is a beautiful art style. It has very pretty background music. And it has just the kind of tactics that I really like to sink my teeth into when it comes to combat. So it's a lot of fun, and I've been savoring it, drawing it out by playing it only once a month. So that is coming up tomorrow night. Then on Wednesday night, at as close to 7 p.m. as we get enough people together to form a game, I'll be playing either Among Us or Scribble It or 100% Orange Juice with my friends, depending on how many people show up. Among Us is the game that we play when we have the largest number of people. I don't believe it needs any explanation or description beyond that point. 100% Orange Juice is the game that we play when we have the least number of people because it's 4 players or less, and it is a board game that is basically Anime Mario Party, where each one of the, I think it's 100 characters at this point, has their own special unique little power that changes the rules for them. The cards also change the rules, and the dice hate absolutely everybody on the board, whether they are a character being played by a person, or whether they are a monster that you're supposed to be fighting, or whether they're actually being played by the computer. The dice don't care. The dice hate. The dice will always hate. We have a lot of glorious, chaotic fun with that one. And if we have too many people for 100% Orange Juice, but not quite enough for Among Us, that's when we bring out Scribble It, which is a Pictionary-style game where one person draws, everyone else tries to guess what that person is drawing, and whoever has the largest number of points at the end of 3 rounds wins the game. Then, at about 10:15 or 10:20 or so on Wednesday, when my friends abandoned me because they claim that in order to be awake for one's day job in the morning, you have to sleep at night. So weird. I switch over to my solo Valheim server, where I will be crashing around doing my best. It's going to be continuing to work on my building projects, getting the iron that I gathered at the end in the last previous stream process, so that I can build various things with it. Probably putting in a second barn. I have plans for that. I will be getting on that at some point, but I will do that. Maybe do that. Basically doing setup and all of my gardening and things like that. Basically just continuing on the prep to get ready to go to the plains, because I want to make it so that I survive on the plains. And then on Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it will be Dungeon Crawler for Try Not to Die Thursday. I will continue the dungeon run that I got grievously interrupted in doing last Thursday. So I will continue the run with the character that I started with, the Squiddy. Yes, Squiddy. I will continue the Squiddy run and see how far I can go with that. And possibly try a run with another character, or, well, it really depends on what happens. So that's the initial plan, and I'll figure it out the rest as I go along. And then on next Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I shall return to Baldur's Gate 3, where the Toll House and I are going to have a time. Hopefully not a deadly time, but we'll find out together. So, that is the upcoming week in my schedule, all the games I'm going to be playing, and everything that I plan to be doing in those games, as much as I have a plan. But, you know, that's how it goes. But, you know, plan or not, and no matter how things go, and things have gone very interestingly tonight, admittedly, I still have a lot of fun. And I hope that all of you have had at least as much fun as I have. And I hope that you all have a great night. Good night!